Welcome back. Now, we've talked enough about machine learning model deployment. Let's go over to Google Colab and start working towards writing the code to deploy a machine learning model. So I'm going to go to colab.research.google.com, where we've been so many times before, close a few tabs, start a new notebook. And so, of course, the notebook that this curriculum is based off is available here, learnpytorch.io. Number 9, PyTorch model deployment. So I'm just going to create a little heading here. PyTorch model deployment _ video, just so you know that the notebooks with the video tag are part of the video. And here we go. We're going to go PyTorch model deployment. And we'll go, what is model deployment? So we'll remind ourselves that machine learning model deployment is the act of making your machine learning models, could be multiple models, available to someone or something else. The someone being a person who's going to use your model, or the something else being a computer program that's going to use your model. So the resources for this section will be here. Resources, we've got book version of notebook there, and we've also got, if you want to see, there's some slides associated with this. Number 9, we'll copy the link to the slides, and then we'll just put that in there. Slides, wonderful. We'll turn that into Markdown. And one more thing, if you'd like to ask a question about this section, don't forget you can go to the Discussions tab, click New Discussion, and go from there. But let's change our runtime to have a GPU. We're going to go a little bit faster for the introduction section of this notebook because we've covered a fair bit of the ground of getting set up and getting data and whatnot in previous chapters of the course. So let's do what we always do. Number 0 is get set up. And then number 1 is also getting data. I wonder if we can do these both in getting data. So the data set we're going to use for this, dataset we're going to use for deploying a food vision mini model. Now, if we want to make our food vision mini model available, we actually need to build one. So we don't currently have a model available in this notebook, so we need to get a dataset. So we want pizza, steak, sushi, 20% dataset, which is pizza, steak, sushi classes from Food 101 dataset, random 20% of samples. Wonderful. So let's start by getting set up, just making sure we've got a GPU. Beautiful. We can get set up by going into PyTorch model deployment, go into the setup code, and we've got a little import statement here with a try and accept block. This is just to make sure we've got at least version 1.3 plus of Torch, or 1.12 is probably more precise, and 0.13 of Torch Vision. They're going to be the minimum versions that we need for this section. So let's just put that there, and it will install them if it's not available, but I believe Google Colab has Torch 1.12 and Torch Vision 0.13 available. And while that's loading, I'm just going to go back in here. We're going to download and import some of the code and the functions that we've written in previous sections. So you can copy this one as well. Just going to run this. So you'll see that this is going to clone the GitHub repo. So this is going to clone all this code here. The main reason we're trying to do that is so that we get the scripts from Going Modular. These are the scripts that we made in the Going Modular section. If we go to learnpytorch.io, Going Modular, we turned our most useful notebook cells into reusable Python scripts. And this is a practice you'll see throughout all different types of software engineering, not just machine learning. But instead of writing the same code over again to load our data, we've saved to datasetup.py. Instead of writing the same training loop and testing loop over and over again, we've got engine.py, we've got utility functions, and a whole bunch more. So let's keep going. We've got Going Modular over here. Beautiful, look at that. Oh no. What have I done? Oh, I've gone into the wrong part of the directory. What directory are we in? ls. We can check it here. ls going modular. And then if we check going modular, what do we have in there? We should have going modular as well. There we go. Now if we go another level deeper, going modular. Beautiful. There's our scripts. Now if you know how to get back to the file setup where we were in here, please let me know. I'm not sure what happened there. But one more thing we're going to do, and that is set up device agnostic code. So we've done this a fair few times. This is just going to check if there's a GPU available. And if there is, it's going to set the device variable to CUDA. Beautiful. Now, there's one more step, and that is to get data, to get set up. I'll let you go forward and give that a shot. The code for that is here, getting data. So give that a shot. I'll write this down here. We can get data with code from, there we go. Beautiful. So give that a shot and I'll see you in the next video. We'll get a data set ready to go.